What's up, my YouTube and Instagram family? It's your boy Roberto checking in with another conspiracy video. This is a touchy subject. I spoke about this before, made videos about this before, but this is talking about how the world tries to belittle black people and, always make them feel like they're beneath anybody. Anytime they feel we feel some kind of, light, or feel like, we have an advantage at anything, they try to stomp on our necks. And it's around the whole world. It's always like that. Black people been getting discriminated against from literally almost every race in the world. It's crazy and it's sad. But right now in China, McDonald's had a sign on the door banning black people from coming in there because of the coronavirus. They really feel like black people are the reason for the coronavirus, and we all know, well, how it was supposedly came about was from, the Chinese people eating bats of that sort. And for the Chinese people, they didn't like when people were bashing them and saying all types of things about them about eating bats. Not all Chinese people eat bats and things of that sort, but they didn't like being discriminated against. Nobody around the world wanted people from China to even come to their country. Even here in America, people were looking at the Chinese people like they were crazy because they looked at every Chinese person as if they had the coronavirus. And then at one point in time, it was said that black people couldn't get the coronavirus, but we all know that wasn't the truth. But we were told that black people can't get the coronavirus, and that we were, like we were just immune to it, which is not the case. But the world government doesn't like that. They don't never like for any black people to feel like they're in a power or in any kind of advantage when it comes to life. And because of that, now I feel like this is why black people are being treated differently about the coronavirus, to make us feel little again. And we probably have the least amount of cases in the world, but they're going to flip it and make it seem like more black people are affected by the coronavirus than any race, and then more black people are dying at an alarming rate from the coronavirus. This is how they target black people in general, to try to make us feel less and to try to control us and keep our brain in that slave mentality. It's crazy how things got flipped from being coming from a Chinese person to possibly being Europeans to being anything. Now it's just flipped from being a one thing to just being black people. We went from being a nationality to being just black people. That is crazy. When from the beginning most people were saying that black people couldn't get it and that it wasn't affecting black people as bad, now all of a sudden more black people are dying, and all these reports coming out saying that black people are being affected by it the most. 2 Italian doctors suggested that they tested on poor black vaccines on poor black countries in Africa. And you had Trump and Dr. Fauci, however you say his name, saying black people were being affected the worst by the coronavirus and had the highest mortality rate. And then you have people in China, McDonald's, one of the biggest fast food chain in the world, having their employees put signs on the door to saying no black people allowed because of health concerns from the coronavirus. That doesn't come from a store manager. I'm a store manager myself. That doesn't come from a store manager. It doesn't come from a district manager. It doesn't come from a regional manager. That comes from somebody high up in the company, very high up, like a vice president of operations or a CEO or something, making those decisions. That shows how high racism goes in the world, from the smallest ranks to the highest ranks. This is how they flip the agenda on the black people to continue to try to make us feel less of people than what we are.